But it's not on, I think. You have to switch on from here. That button, red button, left side, left side, left side. That one. Correct. Hi, Prabhu. Check with the Charan, Prabhu. Coming now? It's not. What did you do? Should do something from here? Okay. निकाल के लगाओ. I think it's not what to do. Function effect, huh? Just call him, Charan. Laptop problem. No, it was working. Same laptop was working last time also. Charan Prabhu number you have? We'll call. I don't have. He knows how to start. What we need to do, tell me later what needs to be. Tell me later how to start, we'll do it later. Got it, huh? You can make it bigger, but it's okay. ठीक. It's done. Hare Krishna. Dandot Pranam to all. Let's start always with a small kirtan. Kirtan is always to invite God in our hearts, purify ourselves, and even Krishna, or even they say always wherever Krishna says, wherever my devotees are present and wherever my kirtan is going, them always present there. So let's feel the God and let him invite in our hearts. Yeah, we'll start a small kirtan. So I put it here. We can start with Jai Radha Madhav and then we small kirtan. Yeah. जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी. You can repeat after me. जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवर धारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय रा. गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. You can repeat after me. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Gandharva Giridhari Gaur Hari Jaya Gandharva Giridhari Gaur Hari Jaya Gandharva Giridhari Gaur Hari. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Shila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev. बोलो विघ्नविनाशक नरसिम्हदेव की जय. जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. भगवद गीता की जय. So we are going to read verse 3.32 from Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So you can repeat after me. Ye tav ida abhyastanyanto nanu tishtanti me matam sarvagyana vimudastan vidhi nastan achestaha ये तव एतात् अभ्यसन्तो नानु तिष्ठन्ति मे मतं सर्वज्ञानाविमूढा स्तान् विद्धि नास्तन एस अस्येस्तानः. We'll repeat word by word meaning. Ye, those, to, however, etat, this, abhestanaha, out of envy, na, do not, anutistani, regularly perform, me, my, matam, injunction, sarvagyana, in all sorts of knowledge, vimudaha, perfectly befooled, tan, they are, vidhi, know it well, nastan, all ruined, aschestan, without Krishna consciousness. So translation and purport by His Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So the Srila Prabhupada says here, but those who out of envy disregard these teachings and do not follow them regularly, they are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled and ruined in their endeavors for perfection. And purport, the flaw of not being Krishna consciousness is clearly stated here. So in this verse 3.32, the flaw of not being Krishna consciousness, what is the result, what are the bad karmas, is clearly stated here. It says, as there is punishment for disobedience to the order of Supreme Executive Head, so there is certainly punishment for disobedience to the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A disobedient person, however great he may be, he is ignorant of his own self and of the Supreme Brahman, Paramatma, and the Personality of Godhead due to his vacant heart. Therefore, there is no hope of perfection of life for him. We'll do Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatimdasya Jnananjanashalakya Chakshurunvitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Saptitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayyam Dadati Vandeham Shri Guruita Pada Kamlam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sahaganatam Raghunatham Tam Samjivam Sadhvitam Sadhutam Parijana Sahitya Krishna Chaitanya Divan Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Shakam Cha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपीकांता राधा कांता नमस्तते तप्त कांचना गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानु सुते देवी प्राणयामि हरिप्रिये वांचा कल्परुश्च कृपा सिंधु विवाचा पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Welcome you all to this session. So in the earlier session, earlier Shloka 3.31, we saw the person who follows. So earlier one we saw that person who follows the injunction of Sanatan with faith and without envy. So his all karmic reactions will be removed. So he'll be free from all his karmas. So that was 3.31 where Krishna says, whoever follows me and who follows the Shastra with faith, his all karmic reactions will be removed and he'll be free from all karmic reactions, for all bondage of karma. Now the question is, what happens to people who doesn't follow the injunctions laid by the Bhagavad Gita, right? And they do not follow the Lord teaching, they envy him, and who do not have faith in injunction, what happens to them? So Krishna is speaking this about them, what he is speaking, and those people who are envious of me, out of envy, those who do not follow the instructions given by me, what happens to those people? They are completely bereft. So, what is mentioned here also, if you can see, they are completely bereft of knowledge. Befooled, they are befooled. And so, what will happen to them? Nashtan achestaha. We saw that word here, right? We saw that word here, Nashtan achestaha. That is, Nashtan is all ruined without Krishna consciousness. So sometimes Krishna is very hard. He is very hard in the words because he want to make us understand what is the implications or will happen if we don't follow and the injunctions and we don't read Bhagavad Gita. So what happens? They will be completely ruined without Krishna consciousness and completely ruined in their perfections, right? So sometimes Krishna speaks very hard words because he wants to make understand how important it is to follow Bhagavad Gita and the injunctions laid by the Acharyas. So here the Prabhupada is saying, if you see the Prabhupada is saying, as there is punishment for disobedience to the order of Supreme Executive Head, so there is certainly punishment for disobedience. So if there is a punishment for disobedience of the order, there is also punishment for disobedience of the order of the Supreme Personality Godhead. That is mentioned in the second paragraph. So what happens? We have heard many times. So when we approach people, they say we don't follow Bhagavad Gita. We don't know what is Bhagavad Gita. Many times in book distribution, when we go, when we are selling the books or they asking people to take the Bhagavad Gita, they say no, we already have. We don't want. We don't know. We already have. We are reading it. So every time they say give all the reasons. But what happens? Who is at loss if they are not following up? It is they who are at loss. Nothing is going to happen. See, the word is not going to stop. Everything will be keep on happening as it is happening. But if they are not following, it is they who are going to get lost. That is you, me, anybody who is not reaching Bhagavad Gita, who are not following the injunctions of laid by Krishna and Prabhupada. It is we are going to, and we are going to suffer. So it's not going to happen to the other persons, right? Like you can see I'll give an example, like a person who doesn't follow the rules. He goes and park his car in no parking zone. He sees the board, oh, no parking zone, oh, I don't follow that. He parks the car and goes away. What happens? So when he comes back, his car is stored away. So what is who is having the problem? If you don't follow the rules and regulations, who is having the problem? It is the person who is not following. It's not the government, it's not the people who has laid down the rules. It's the person who is made. So we see that when the rules which are laid down by government are followed so strictly, what about the rules which are laid down by our Krishna consciousness rules? So that also has to be strictly followed, right? And sometimes people foolishly or immediately say that I don't follow, that only means that we are immature, we are foolish. It's not the person who has laid the rules, but the person who is not following up the rules is immature. And if we don't follow, there is no harm to the entire world, but it's we who are going to suffer. And Bhagavad Gita, this manual which is given, it gives all the injunctions which will be followed, by which we can achieve the great achievement by going back to Godhead and connecting with the God, right? Everywhere, if you see, everyone in this world is searching for happiness. That is me, you, say anybody. Why are we coming here to temple? To gain some peace and happiness, right? Otherwise, we can sit at our home, we can enjoy TV like other people. Like you see, fewer of us are here. Otherwise, all the people, if you see, are on the road, they're eating, they're chatting, they're having some fun. But we are coming here because we want to enjoy peace. But the people don't understand the peace formula. It's already given the Bhagavad Gita. So if we follow these rules and injunctions, happiness is already there. So if you follow this life manual, the peace will automatically come, right? So we have to have a particular faith in the injunctions, faith in the rules laid by in the books, and faith in our gurus and acharyas. So if you are sick, right, you go to doctor and doctor prescribes a medicine. So you have to have a full faith in the medicine to make you cure faster. If you don't have faith, you will unnecessarily keep on eating the medicine, but the reaction will not happen. You say, oh, no, I think this doctor is not good, he is not giving the good medicine. If you keep on having that faith, you will never recover fast. But if you have a faith, even if he gives you a sugar pill, you will recover fast. So that faith has to be there in the Bhagavad Gita, in our Shastras which is written, so that we follow them and get all the happiness in the life which is required by them. Yeah. So So there are many people who are just roaming all around the world without Krishna consciousness. They're all facing challenges in the life. They are suffering. There is nothing else which is happening is the suffering. So because they don't have piety, they don't have faith in Bhagavad Gita, right? They are not in following the injunctions given by the Prabhupada. And people who have a faith, for them, we have to take more carefully. They have to be more careful. They have to keep their faith alive by reading the Bhagavad Gita, by following the instructions, and then even having full faith, and then regularly reading the books and having full faith, which is very, very important. If you have a faith, the things will follow automatically. Yeah. So there is very good example if you see of a gulab jamun, right? If you say to a person, oh, this gulab jamun is very good, it's very round, it is fluffy, it is full of sugar consciousness. Instead of telling all these things, you just put the gulab jamun in his mouth. He will tell you, right? What will you tell? Oh, this is, if I put a gulab jamun in your face, what will you tell? What taste you will get it? Yeah, so it is very sweet, it's very juicy. So I need not describe that. So you yourself will come and tell. So if you follow the Bhagavad Gita, if you read it regularly and you act it in your life, so who will get the benefit, right? It's not me, it's not others, but instructions. If you execute in life, and you take this concentration bhakti mark very seriously, you will the one who will get the benefit out of it, and you will gradually and slowly see the changes in your own life. You will start improving. You will start getting the peace in mind. You will start getting intelligence. You will start understanding the Bhagavad. You will get curiosity and ask questions. Okay, why is like this? Why is like that? So that sort of all bhakti mark you will get it, right? So it is very, very important that we make a point that we at least give a try, with sincere try, at least we give a try to execute the instruction given by Krishna in this Bhagavad Gita and access it. So in the following chapters, if you go, we'll see that bhakti mark is not at all difficult. So in the 7th chapter onwards, if you see, the bhakti mark is very easy. So if you start following up regularly, meticulously, you can start achieving the results. Yes? So we have always been telling. So in the Krishna concept, we have been telling the most easiest way that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or the Gurus have given in this Kali Yuga is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. But still what happens, there are many people, they say, oh, I don't have time, oh, I am busy, I am this, I am that. So what is happening is, it is them, they are who the losers, and they are getting bereft of it. They are facing challenges, they are facing problems. So that is the thing. If you see in the previous yugas, there are people who there are so many yugas like Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Treta Yuga. So what happened in that yugas? In Satya Yuga, the people used to do lot of meditation. Yeah, they used to keep on sitting and to start doing meditation. Initially, they'll have little food and that do meditate or days together. Then they'll leave the food. They'll have only water. Afterward, they will leave the water. No food, no water. They'll keep on meditating for years together. With that meditation only, they'll get the bhakti or they'll get the bliss of life, right? Bliss of Krishna. After doing so much of meditation. And in the Treta Yuga, there are so many yagnas which are required. All the purohits or the great saints, they'll sit together and do the yagnas, right? Are we able to do yagnas nowadays? Can we do yagna? Even one day, can you sit whole since morning 5 o'clock till night 12 o'clock doing up yagna and reading the mantras? There are so many difficult mantras which we cannot even recite, think of reciting. What about the small Maha Mantra which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us? There are so many mantras they have to recite, so many yajna samagris they have to use in the yajnas. Even people don't have that much capacity to buy so many. They have to, for the full day, they'll be utilizing asli ghee, right? Nandini ghee they'll be utilizing for the yajnas. They'll be doing the ahutis. So that much of austerity they used to do. And in the Dwapar Yuga, they used to do deity worship, right? Decorating the deity with garlands, flowers, and chanting many Maha Mantras they used to chant. But in this Kali Yuga, we have got the simplest thing, right? The simplest thing, that is Maha Mantra, chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It is very simple. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But only you have to have a faith, dedication. You have to chant regularly at a right time. So you should start having this in your regular life, day-to-day life, and then you should so all those people if they see us, they'll be thinking, "Arey, what we did so much of austerity, so much of penance, we did so much hardship, but these people, they are so easy that they are just given a simple Maha Mantra to chant, right? Even I just told before also, even such a simple Mahamantras, or some people they don't feel like doing it, right? They'll find some excuse, no, I don't have time, I this, not that. So that sort of thing will happen, right? So this is a manual which is given to us, which talks about how to do bhakti. Yeah, we have to accept it, this Mahamantra, and do it in regularly in our day-to-day lives to see the changes and to make ourselves enlightened and feel happiness, right? Then only our faith will keep on increasing. So it's very important to have a faith. It's very important that first I have a faith. Like I started chanting, maybe say 3 4 years before. I was chanting one mala a day, and then I came to the four mala. We have different steps here, right? We have different classes of yoga. That first one mala, then four mala, then eight mala, then 16 malas. So Prabhupada says we should do at least 16 malas every day. What he has not laid the limit of higher, that you can do 32, you can do 64. That is up to you if your capacity. But at least 16 malas every day one should do to attain Krishna consciousness and be happy all the time, right? So there are many atheist person who don't want to do, and they have all the excuses, right? Then again the Prabhupada says in purport, a disobedient person, the second paragraph, it says, a disobedient person, however great he may be, is ignorant of his own self and of the Supreme Brahman, Paramatma, and the personality of Godhead, due to a vacant heart. Therefore, there is no hope for perfection of life in him. So what he says, there are many people who don't have faith, right? Who don't have faith in Krishna, who don't have faith in Krishna consciousness, and who don't have trust for Krishna in their heart, right? What can be done for them, right? Their heart is totally vacant. They are ignorant, right? They are full of darkness because they don't have any trust, right? Unless and until we get a mercy of Krishna, nobody can get enlightened, right? So even if we keep on doing it, our mind will go endeavor here and there, but we have to have a trust. We have to pray to Krishna every day. Oh Krishna, I'm sitting at you, I'm chanting your name, please give me mercy, please. uh, People say when you chant Hare Krishna, you are just, Krishna is sitting on your tongue. That is what is what enjoyment you get, right? So there should be dedicated time to chant Hare Krishna. It is a very personal time which you should have with Krishna, right? When suppose you are having a very important meeting with your boss, will you allow your mind to go here and there? Will you be allowing any disturbance happening? No. You'll be just in room with him, just having one-to-one talk, and then there is no disturbance. Your mind will not get whatever he is saying, whatever you are saying, you're listening to him. So similarly, you should have a particular time, maybe morning, afternoon. The best time is morning, but you should have a dedicated time, and then that time you should pray to God that I'm chanting your name, please give me strength, and start chanting so that Krishna will start helping you out, right? So what does Krishna says? There is a shloka in 10.11 where 10.11 the Krishna says, when I am extremely pleased with someone, I give my special mercy to him, special favor to him. What does he do? What is special mercy? What is special favor? He says, I remove all the darkness from the heart. Even there is a verse, that our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has written, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. He says, I'll clean all the dust from your heart. Suppose a mirror which is not clean for ages together, you will see that it is totally dusty, right? So you have to clean it, and then only, so our heart is like that only. So it is full of dust. Because we are not chanting, we are not following up the mantra, so it is full of dust. So what Krishna says, once you start chanting my name, I'll clean all the dust in your heart, which is lying for years together, right? And when he gives a special mercy, what to do? He removes the darkness from the heart. How does he remove the darkness? By enlightening the lamp in our heart, yeah, lamp of light in our heart, so that we get all the knowledge, all the remembrance of the Krishna, and we start practicing Krishna consciousness. Yeah, taking a bhakti very seriously. This is what is required. And when we take up all these things, what Krishna help us? He takes away our burden, right? Suppose there is a work, so 10% of work you do, 90% of work will be done by Krishna. He'll come and support. He'll start helping you out, right? That is the thing which is happening, right? So he's lighting the torch in our hearts, light of knowledge, and removing all the darkness. A person becomes, by what happens by that, the person becomes fully satisfied within. He becomes Krishna consciousness. He starts enjoying the life. He starts enjoying the faith in the Krishna, right? And that is Krishna does in our hearts, right? In this way, we can understand that those people who are ignorant and those who are not well off, who are well off to do everything externally, but they are not happy from inside, right? They may be having all the wealth of the world, they may be having all the enjoyment, big bungalows, big cars. Still, if you see, they are not happy. So every time they cannot have a proper sleep, they are not happy. So because they are not following up the rules and Krishna consciousness. They're not chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So they don't, they are full of they are full of darkness. So it is very clear that people will never attain perfection of human life, and they'll be just in the, they'll be just having the cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. Everything will be repeating for them. So, and they will be having many births, like from human life to maybe animal life, from animal life to some species life, right? And sometime even they may be born as a stool in the they bomb like a bomb in the stool, but they will not get a moksha because they are not proper following of the scriptures. They are not chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So what is the learning from today? That we should at least chant minimum one round of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in our lives to make our lives happy, right? It is again we can say it is easier to struggle in the beats, right? Chanting Hare Krishna, we struggle every day morning. Maybe we get up in the morning. Some people like to say get up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or maybe 7 o'clock. But we should get up. Brahmacharis here, they get up in the morning 3:30 here, right? They get up 3:30 in the morning. They do Mangla Aarti, and then from 5 to 7, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, they do chanting, because it takes minimum 7 to 8 minutes for doing one round of chanting. So they minimum, as per Prabhupada instruction, they do 16 rounds of chanting. So that takes around 2 hours 10 minutes or 2 hours 50 minutes. So 5 to 7:30 they do chanting every day. So this is the only way. Only this is the one golden rule to avoid us from this recycle of this birth and death, and so that we can we can come out of this recycle of birth and death, and then attain the Krishna Loka. So we should always, what is our understanding? We should always chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So let's do this learning and do every day this chanting. So this is what is mentioned in this verse 3.32. So I stop here, and then if you have any questions, you can, any understanding, you can ask me. Yeah. Absolutely. Correct. Correct. Why it is difficult? I want to. Okay, just you come, then I'll ask you. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. See, quick result never comes together, right, immediately. Even you could see in your education, you have been doing your education from right childhood, right? You are doing education. You passed your 10th, you passed your 12th, and then you did your graduation, and then slowly you're getting the reward now, right? It took you how many 15 to 16 years to get what achievement, what you have achieved today, right? It's not has come one day, or it's not one day effort, or one night effort, right? So chanting, it takes time. Even the people who have been chanting for maybe, even I have been chanting for 5 or 6 years now. Even I feel sometimes struggle. The mind doesn't stay at one place. It wanders here and there. And the problem which you are facing, okay, your PG people are having, the best thing what you are saying, you can go to terrace and chant, right? You should not. There is no need to chant very loudly. You can chant only the way that you can hear it. That is what is required. Even when we do group chanting, we say that you should be able to chant and hear, chant, and that is the formula of getting the success. You should chant and hear. Say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So you should, what you chant, you should be able to hear. Then you are getting the perfection. So slowly and slowly, when you hear the results, yeah, it will not come automatically. But yes, if you have a faith, that's what we gave the example of a medicine, right? If you have a faith in the medicine, it will work out immediately. If you don't have faith, then that it will take, maybe even instead of taking 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, it will take the disease to go, right? Because doctor will give you antibiotic, everything he'll be giving. But if I have faith, then even the viral which comes 3 days, it said go away. It happens, no? Some people just get recovered in 3 days. It takes 7 days for some people. It takes 10 days for people, because they don't have faith in doctor. They don't have faith in medicine. Oh, it's not happening. It's not happening. The fever is not coming down. It's going up. They go and change the doctor. They go and change the medicine. No, faith has to be there. So you have to chant. Just have full faith before chanting. Pray to Lord, which I told you, oh Krishna, I'm chanting your name. Please reside in my heart. Please help me to chant better. So with that prayers, he listens, and then you will get a taste in that. That's the thing. Hare Krishna. Anything else, Prabhu? Yeah, please. Yeah, yeah. The best result you will see it. Yeah. See, even from our childhood, if you see our parents used to say early morning study is the best, right? It you can remember the things goes in mind very fast. So similarly that way. So early morning when you chant, you'll have no disturbance. Your children once you sleeping, they cannot disturb you. And there's nothing to go to office meeting. Is there that disturbance is not in your mind? Oh, my meeting is going to start. How can I finish my chanting, right? So you get up, you sleep early, eat early, sleep early, get up in the morning, and dedicatedly. If you're doing how many malas you're doing, Prabhu? Hare Krishna, good. So four malas, it's not going to take 32 minutes, right? 32, half an hour it takes. So half an hour you can devote for Krishna, right? So just get up in the morning, take a little brush, bath, and then sit, take a blessing from Krishna, and then do it slowly. The best result you will come in the morning only, because that time there is no disturbance. Even the demons, everybody is sleeping, right? It's only, and that's the Brahma Muhurta time. If you see morning, it's called Brahma Muhurta time. So Brahma Muhurta time, if you do whatever you do, it's always best, right? We study in the morning, it goes in the brains. You pray to Lord, He listens. So later on, we get busy. So that time we'll not be able to chant properly. There will be a lot of the mind will be disturbed, and even the parents, they will have some problem. Children will have some problem. Relatives or neighbors, even what you said, your PG things will have a problem. So morning time when they are sleeping, I don't think even they'll be able to. They will get up from the sleep also. When you chant slowly, what I am telling you, that even only you should be able to listen. In that case, they will not even getting disturbed. And one way you're doing a better thing for them also. You're enlightening the souls. One day they'll get irritated, 2 days they'll get irritated, but slowly, even they will feel, oh, let's also start chanting. So at least you are bringing the souls to Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhu. Stop.